I'm Melissa Mancini with Canadian HR Reporter TV. I recently sat down with Maureen Shaw, a health and safety consultant and former CEO of the Industrial Accident Prevention Association, to talk about a new safety charter for CEOs in British Columbia.
But actually in British Columbia, as you know, has just been launched on September the 27th, but the idea, the germ and the seeds of the idea goes back to about 2005. And in 2005, Duncan Hawthorne, who is the president and CEO of Bruce Power, which is located here in Ontario upon the Bruce Peninsula, he was the honorary chair of the IAPA annual conference. And Duncan said to me, you know, one of the things that's missing here is we don't have any senior people here. And if we do, they're very few and far between. And if we're really going to make a difference and make improvements in the health and safety of workers, we got to get CEOs in the room. So he took the lead and invited a number of his colleagues, people who are contractors to Bruce Power and some of their board members and so on, to participate in what we then called a charter for CEO commitment to health and safety. So it was launched here in Ontario and it's branched out now across the country. Lisa McGuire, who's the executive director of the Food and Manufacturer Safety Alliance, called me and said, you know, I was in Ontario and saw some of the things you're doing, and now you're living out here and we're hoping that you'd be able to give us a hand. So I was really pleased to be able to do that, using the experience that we have in Ontario to be able to improve upon the model in British Columbia, because frankly here in Ontario it seems to have fallen into what we would call fallow. It's just sitting there without a whole lot of energy taking place. So we could learn from the Ontario experience and perhaps help Ontario to take a boost. Unless we get senior executives involved, unless senior executives recognize that they need to look at their organizations as a whole rather than compartmentalizing them, unless they look at their organizations as organic or beings, because they're all people, we're not going to see the kind of improvements that we need to see. My hope for the charter is that the 23 signatories who signed the charter on September 27th would really get behind this and recognize that they have an opportunity, as well as I believe a responsibility as leaders, to get together with other leaders and help them see the light, to help them to become more involved and providing the leadership to creating healthy and safe workplaces. We need to certainly see employers recognizing that they need to put the people first, that the magnitude of workplace injuries, disease, and death is not tolerable in a civilized society like we have in Canada.